Yo, what's going on, guys? Because my last laning phase main wave management analysis video received positive feedback and even a request for more, I've decided to make another one. This time, we're going to be playing God King Darius himself. So let's take a look at the matchup. So the last game was Trynd versus Poppy. This game is Darius versus Trynd. So I'm running Ghost Flash and he's running Ignite Flash. So unlike the last video where the enemy top laner had teleport, this time neither of us has teleport. So getting XP leads and good bad recalls is going to really dictate this lane, because neither of us have that safety cushion of just teleporting back to not get denied any minions. So I'm running the challenger high elo runes of Aftershock Precision. Let me show you them fully in a sec. Yeah, so there you have my runes, and Trynd was running Conqueror with Domination. So level 1, Darius wins, provided Trynd isn't allowed to freely gain Fury. So, as I mentioned in the previous video, what Trynd players like to do and should do, as long as it's not a bad matchup, is fast push the first wave to get the level 2 advantage and get a good trade, and then hard shove the second wave into tower so that it crashes and then bounces back, so then on the return you can't get ganked. So that's what this Trynd should want to do. So I want to stop that. So I'm going to actually take priority level 1 on the first wave. Now Trynd actually tries to level 1 cheese us here, but I know that Darius wins this because he doesn't have Fury. Unfortunately, I couldn't get the 5th auto there, but it's fine. We both trade a potion, and he might have even lost a minion's worth of experience. So I'm making sure I'm pushing the wave and he isn't. Always pressuring him with autos whenever he goes for a CS. And I know I'm about to hit level 2 very soon. So now he has to back off really far. We see Maokai ganking mid.
War is coming. Beautiful, unending war.
And Liz actually gets the 1v2 outplay, which is huge. So I give him the well played. I think Trynd might actually be suspicious that I leveled E second, so he's really playing far back. Now I'm level 3, so I definitely have my E. Okay, so this was actually a mistake on my part. So let's go back. What did I do wrong? So here, when his third wave and my third wave join, I carry on slow pushing. And I do see Maokai mid, so that's okay. And I am still zoning Trynd, but the problem is, as I carry on slow pushing, by the time I actually clear the wave, the 4th waves meet here. And this is a really bad spot. It's basically a freeze for Trynd. So the wave is just outside of tower range, he can't get ganked, I definitely can. And I can't really punish him because, I can't punish him farming because his tower's right here. So I need to break this freeze now. I ward for Maokai because I'm in a very gankable position. And I try to clear the wave. But at the same time, I do have Ghost Flash, so I'm pretty confident I can survive the 1v2, even though Trynd has Ignite. And just as we finish pushing the wave in, I noticed that Trynd used his spin. Did he use it? Yeah, he wasted it there, so I know I can get a free pull. Free chunk of damage. And he actually gets scared and ignites me too. So I get Trynd to ignite. So now we've broken the freeze and shoved the wave all the way in. It's a huge wave. It's going to take him time to clear this out and push back. He doesn't have teleport. So now it's a free recall for me. I also know Maokai could be topside, so I don't want to stay in this position. I don't have any wards up for putting deep wards. There's literally nothing left to do. And my bleed gets Trynd as well. So I've got a nice amount of gold to spend. So I'm going to take the recall. And the wave should push back. Let's have a look. Yep, so Trynd comes back. Even before he comes back, the wave is bigger on his side. So we can just catch a stacked wave and not miss any experience. So that's perfect recall.
I will save the world from its weakness.
So now Trynd has a huge wave. Look at the size of this. And mine is tiny. I do have a level lead, but he has ignite. And my jungler is recalling. So if I try and freeze this, I'm going to be tanking a lot of minions, and Trynd can just free hit me. So all I can really do is let this crash into my tower, and then take the farm in the tower.
You made your choice. The world will embrace chaos.
Okay, so we also zone Trynd from getting a plate. And we do take quite a bit of minion damage for that, but I'm fine with it because I have regen and a health pot, refillable pot. So I don't mind. I can also heal off Trynd with my Q. Now the wave is here, but it's not a freeze because both waves are equal size. So if left alone, this will slowly push back to the enemy tower. But at the position it's in right now, Trynd is really extended. So if I get a good trade, I could run him down with Ghost, and he has to walk the full length of the lane before he's safe again. So we're going to look for an opportunity to do that, but we also need to be wary of Maokai.
I reject the delusion of control.
Okay, so Maokai was just seen bot. He is ganking bot right now. And Trynd has been hitting the wave. So now he's given us a freeze. It's the same thing that happened last video. I just last hitted, looked at what the enemy laner did, and they actually just gifted me a freeze. So I'll take that. Look, I'm not even hitting anything. I'm just waiting for last hits. I see Maokai bot, but it doesn't even matter that he's bot because I'm in such a safe position with the wave frozen. So still just looking for an opportunity to trade with Trynd. So I managed to get an auto off before the pull, so easy 5-stack. And I could have possibly gone for the Ghost all-in, but I just decided not to. Maokai is still bottom lane, he's recalling. And so Trynd is missing now. He could have recalled. He could recall, or he was too low to roam. He could be warding, but ultimately he's just going to go somewhere and he has to come back to lane. So what I did, just in case he stayed, so he's on about a third health, just in case he stayed, I'm just slow pushing this wave to zone him, so he can't farm any of this wave. He's just losing this. I didn't even know if he's in XP range. Missed the cannon. It's all good. Just last hitting. And now it's been long enough. Trynd still hasn't shown. I'm pretty sure he has recalled now. And even if he hasn't, if I fast push this wave, so let's say he has recalled, and I fast push this wave, it will crash before he can come back, and he will lose at least some experience and gold. If he did stay, and I fast push this wave, my wave, combined with the next one coming up, is too big for him to tank and freeze. I also have a decent amount of gold, so if I fast push this now, as I'm doing, I can get another perfect recall off. Maokai's still bottom. While Evelyn's doing dragon. So as you can see, Trynd isn't in the tower. He recalled. So he's going to lose some experience, gold, as well as tower damage. Because again, he doesn't have teleport like the last matchup. So now, we've got 2 great recalls off. And both times he's missed a lot of experience. Just like last time, this time the wave is now going to push back to us. So we're going to catch a stacked wave. We haven't missed any. So we have a significant level lead on him now. Look, we're halfway to level 6. Halfway to level 7, sorry. And he's still level 5. He doesn't even have his ult. He only just hit 6. So he only just hit 6. Let's have a look at how huge this is. Just with those 2 great recalls. So he just hit level 6. I'm halfway to level 7. Plus I have all this wave as well. So let's see what level I am after I take this wave. I'm gonna almost be 7. Missed another cannon? Yeah, so I'm basically 1 full level up on him now. Which is huge. So he let me get 2 free autos and came back into pull range. This was just really bad positioning by him. Again, I could have ghosted and gone for it, but I felt like he was still too high HP with his ult. Now I couldn't get the kill. So I just take it as a trade, get another chunk with the beautiful Q buff. Thank you, Rito. Bot lane gets wrecked. Maokai is mid with Diana. Okay, Maokai just went topside. He's going topside? Yeah. So Maokai's in his... Nope, he's still mid. Anyway, let's talk about the wave. So it's kind of the same thing as last time. We chunked Trynd out, and we have a huge wave now. Let's have a look. So we just chunked him here. And then the same thing again. I'm just slow pushing for now to zone him. So he misses all this CS. And now I have a gigantic wave. So I can just shove the next one. Because he's missing. And he could possibly roam. Maokai's still mid. So I get the full Q. Hard shove. And now again, just like the last video, I highly recommend you guys watch that one as well. With a huge stacked wave, you can really pressure a dive. I'll explain it again. With a huge stacked wave, even if you go 1 for 1 with the dive, so you dive them, kill them under tower, but then you die to tower or something, you both trade a kill each, but they also sacrifice the huge wave that you stacked. And the other great point is, if they... so I'm just going for plates right now with Demolish. If he hits me like he is, he's going to take all these minions worth of damage too. And they do a lot of DPS early game. So I get the easy plate with W plus Demolish. And the reason why I'm not warding for Maokai here, even though I know he's bot side, is because I'm super confident I can just 1v2 them. I'm really strong right now. He was also really underleveled compared to Eve, because of all that time he wasted bot. So I'm not even bothering warding. I want to pressure as much as I can. Now that my wave... So there, now that my wave just about died, I was going to go for a ward, just because there's nothing else to do while I wait for the next wave to come. And just at that time Maokai shows, so I initiate the 1v2. Pop Ghost. He plays it really well, he dodges my Q here. And now I just have to back off. So Trynd used both sums there as well. So honestly that's a win for me. The wave is... This is actually in a freezing position now. So let's see. So I only use Ghost. I waste all of Maokai's time here. Trynd uses Ignite and Flash and Ult. He actually has nothing left up. But the only downside is that the wave was left in a freezing position. And that's because there's a significant minion wave number advantage on the blue side compared to the red side. So if left alone, this will just stay around here, maybe go into tower. But Trynd is here, so he can control it and freeze it. Now, obviously I want to break the freeze, because while it's frozen, I'm just missing experience. But I'm just too low, so I have no choice but to recall here. I also have a decent amount of gold, so I don't mind. And the other thing is, we don't know if the enemy top will decide to freeze or not. So there's a chance he just makes a mistake and pushes it back, in which case we don't lose anything. So let's see. Yeah, he's already broken the freeze. So there's an even number of minions now. So it's going to push back to us. So that ended up being a completely fine recall. He should have really frozen it there. So instead of freezing, he pushes it in, and I end up missing just one melee minion of it, maybe two of experience. Whereas if he did freeze it, I would have missed a lot more. So now I'm guessing Trynd also recalled. So I'm gonna hard shove too, because it wasn't in a freezable position here. The wave is exactly even on my side, so it's going to automatically push to him. I might as well speed it up and make it crash into tower, pressure the plates. So Q all 6 of the minions and hard shove. Okay, I see Maokai bot again. And now that I have... Now the reason why I don't just let this push back and freeze again, all the way up here, to zone Trynd is because now that I have Phage, I actually deal a lot of damage. So not only can I really pressure him under his own tower, but I can even go for plates. So I'm just going to continuously AFK shove this while Maokai is bot and just get a load of platings. It's also harder to CS under tower, so there's that pressure as well. They even win the... Okay, they go 2 for 2 bot side, but Maokai's dead, so I know he definitely can't gank. Okay, get a good chunk on him. I still have 1 refill pot left. What level is he? Okay. So Maokai is respawning now. He could be heading topside. I have 700 gold. So I go and recall here, and this was a mistake, because all I buy is tier 2 boots. What I didn't notice was that Trynd had bought Tiamat by this point, so his wave clear is super fast. He can pretty much insta-shove waves other than cannon waves. So while I do get a decent-ish recall, actually no, it was not even decent. That was really bad, because what ends up happening, I miss a whole wave, and Trynd gets 2 plates. He ends up getting 2 plates for free here. I could have just stayed. I was decent health and mana. I didn't need to go for this. The reason was because I didn't notice he'd bought Tiamat, so I highly underestimated his wave clear. But now we're back. We still have a level lead just because how ahead we were already. So it's mainly the plates that he got for free. Maokai's bot. We're back now, and so we've got recall and Trynd still hasn't, so he really wants to now. So I'm just going to pressure the tower. In the last video, Poppy was out of mana, so she wanted to recall, and I pressured in the same way. So we're going to go for more plates. See if he makes a mistake. Now that's a huge mistake he made right there. He spun into me before I've used my apprehend. So I get the demolish proc. He spins into me there. Might have been a misclick. So now I'm just free to get all my combo off. And even worse, not only did he spin, if you pay attention, his fury, he Q heals right there, and then ults. So now his Q's down, I have a 5-stack bleed on him. The bleed's going to kill him as soon as he runs out of ult. So I got the kill, and now I can just get even more plates. If Maokai comes to cover, I'll just back off. Or if enemy mid comes to cover as well. He has no teleport, he still hasn't respawned, so I can just get the next wave. My wave clears decent too with my damage on my Q. I didn't have to use both sums on that dive either. So because he didn't run teleport, we actually punish him hugely and get first tower gold. So we got all 5 plates. It's still 13 minutes. Tower plates fall at I think 14 minutes. So we are super ahead now. Let's see what my bounty is next time I press tab. Hey, we got that cannon, boys. I have a 250 gold bounty right now. And I have 2.2k gold. This is crazy. I'm up 40 CS, 2 kills. Top lane is just over at this point. He will eventually outscale me, but that's basically at full build. Because I'm going to go tanky. I'm going to go Randuin's Omen and just counter his crits. But yeah, now that first tower has been taken, that basically marks the end of top lane early laning phase. And as you can see, the game doesn't last much longer. They just FF because our fizz is so fed as well. So yeah, I think I pretty much explained everything in that matchup. I guess I could have warded more, but I didn't really need to, as I explained. I was confident I could 1v2. I didn't go into any of the I didn't really go into detail in my trading patterns or positioning or item build. All I talked about was the minion wave, really, and as you can see, like, pretty much all your decisions in top lane are based off the minion wave. It's so important. But you can use this in any lane. The same rules will apply: pushing, freezing, shoving, and even in the jungle you can use it to plan more effective ganks. But if you'd like to see another video like this, or maybe want me to go into detail into another aspect of the game, because there's so many other aspects, just let me know in the comments. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and subscribe for more. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.